Ciao, benvenuti a questo appuntamento di Idea Pilates Bridge. Questa sera siamo con Tom McCook, che è con noi dalla Silicon Valley, California. Hi Tom, welcome.
Thank you, welcome, nice to be with you.
So what was your first reaction to the whole situation we are living right now?
My wife Karen and I own our studio together, and we have 11 teachers, and our first reaction was we felt responsibility around closing our studio because we feel like our mission is to help people stay healthy. And then we were getting these messages watching the rest of the world that this is coming our way and this isn't looking good. And there was mixed reviews. Oh, we can probably stay open. But we decided early on in the process of California anyway, to close our studio. And that was on a midweek on a Wednesday. And then by Friday, we were closing everything. So we had the weekend to figure out, okay, what are we doing? So we said, okay, we have to convert to online. Yeah. So it was just a learning curve over that weekend. I took a few online seminars on Zoom to figure out how to work. I did one with Sherry Berkowitz, which was really helpful. I just started taking all the free online workshops too to just learn, okay, how are we going to navigate this? How are we going to deal with people coming into classes? How are we going to set things up where we don't feel like we're completely clueless? And we also live on the coast. We live close to the ocean. And the internet is not that great at our home.
Oh, I see. So, that's a problem.
So that was a learning curve too. So we figured out that we had to turn everything off in the house. My schedule, fortunately, is full. I have 6 groups, equipment groups. I have 2 drop-in mat classes, and then I have 12 private sessions. So my schedule has really held its own. And I train a lot of teachers. I have a lot of teachers that are in my equipment groups. I have a CoreAlign group on Friday that's all teachers, and I have Reformer. I have a chair group. I have 2 Reformer groups in ARC. And then for the mat classes, we've had the good response. I've had students coming from around the world. I had a few students from Moscow, from London and New York. So that's the benefit, is the internet has opened up people to come to classes that wouldn't typically come, that don't live in your area. On the online classes, I want to make sure that people don't need props. So my classes don't require any props at all for the drop-in classes, just a mat and a pillow, because I want to make it accessible for everybody. Because the goal is to have people move and connect in community and connect to themselves instead of being attached to some notion of Pilates. It's more important for me to people to get in their body and get grounded and present so they can navigate their life a little better right now. Mostly our existing clients, but we're starting to get new clients that are requesting to come in. So all of our teachers are on board. They're all doing sessions, which is great. Some of our teachers have a full schedule. Some of them have about half their schedule. So we probably have about 2/3 of our sessions still happening, outside of the fact that we had over 30 equipment groups when we had our studio, and all of them have gone away except for my 6. So the staff is well connected. We have staff workouts every week, sometimes twice a week, where we connect, we talk about what's coming up. We give them tutorials on Zoom. We troubleshoot issues with them. And we've really come together as a staff and a studio to serve the population, which has been really nice. I think the world is actually permanently changed.
Yeah.
I think we will go back to having our studios, but I think virtual sessions will be part of the landscape from now on. And there's going to be a portion of people that want to continue to do it this way, along with the fact that until we have a vaccine, there's going to be certain people that it probably makes sense for them to stay in this format for longer. Where the world, for whatever reason, put itself into a healing crisis where people have to pay attention and change the way they do life.
Yeah.
So the opportunity is, okay, how do we line up to that? And how do we do what we're here to do, especially as teachers, which is to help people be healthier and connected to themselves. So we have to really own our place in the world, that we're offering something that's really valuable and important. And I think that's my message to every teacher out there, is really stand in the fact that what you offer is super valuable and that everybody needs it. And you just have to get in touch with what's your particular message, and also check in with your clients about what they need and what they want, opposed to just think you already know that. Get their feedback too, so you can be in conversations with them and open the door a little wider. I do a lot more breathing. I also incorporate a lot more of the Franklin method of experiential anatomy, and also I'm a somatic coach, somatic practitioner. So I have a big value on teaching people how to center themselves in just their posture and their alignment with the planet and gravity, and learning how to connect their body and their presence to what's important to them now. Why are we here, right? Well, it's important to kind of connect to that, and the opportunity is now. And to really see that you, through movement, attention, and breathing, you can change your state. You could be in an anxious state, distracted state, and movement and attention will shift that for you. It's probably your number one tool that we have to come into the present moment and be a little more of our best self. Two things. I would have people first release their trapezius muscles because your trapezius muscle is innervated with a cranial nerve.
Yeah.
So stressful thinking, stressful shoulders. But it reverses, it works the other way. If you release the tension in your neck and shoulders, you have a little more space in your mind. So what you can do is have somebody just put their hand on their opposite trapezius, and then with their knees a little bent, just lift the shoulder up and squeeze the water out of the trapezius as they breathe in. Then on the exhale, just let it drop and just see it filling with water. And do that about 5 or 6 times. Lift, squeeze, and release. And then after the last couple times, lift, squeeze, and hold it. And then just turn your head side to side a few times. And then let it go. And then lift, squeeze, and hold, and nod your head front to back. And then let it go. And then just brush down your arm all the way to your fingertips. You'll notice like even just my shoulder just dropped a few inches just from doing that. And that was like half a minute. So just getting the body tension to drop and then feel your feet on the ground is a good starting point. And then I would just focus on breathing. And if you have people put their fingers around their bottom low ribs, and not like an aggressive breath like we do in Pilates when we're doing lateral breathing, at times it can be a little more aggressive. Think of a slow, easy breath through the nose where you feel that part of your rib cage move. And then a slow, long exhale. And if they can extend the inhale and the exhale out to possibly a count of 6, like 10 times, 3 or 4 times a day, then they're actually teaching themselves how to diaphragmatically breathe and stimulate their parasympathetic nervous system. Yeah. So they become more internally relaxed. And they can do that anywhere. You can do it sitting, standing, lying. And that's just a way to get connected to your most valuable tool, which is your breathing. Be open with the client. Say, listen, I'm learning as we go here. You might consider, I don't recommend not charging. I recommend if you want to give them a discount, maybe give them the first session free, but charge your rate because you need to make a living, and then include them in the fact that you appreciate that they're helping you stay viable. They're helping you stay able to serve them, that you're helping them keep your studio alive and your business alive. Those are really important things. And I think it's just jump in and do it. Don't wait, because it's the only way you don't learn by preparing, you learn by doing. You'd be surprised how much when you see people inside the frame, how you can cue them maybe better than you thought. I feel like I'm able to cue people really well on the camera because my eyes are focused in this small little window. Right. So I'm finding it actually easier to cue people than I thought. And the sessions have been really good. I've been surprised. I mean, clearly they're not the same as in your studio, but this is the world. This is the world we're in right now. And you don't want to devalue yourself or think, oh, I'm not going to be able to give them the same, when the truth is nobody is. This is our world right now, and everybody's accepted it, and the teachers need to just stand in that. And just make sure your lighting is good, that you're front lit. So like right now I have a light in front of me that shows my room in the back of me. If I need to demonstrate it all, it's clear. And just guide your client where you make sure that they have all the props they need before they start. Have them set up their mat probably crossways to you so you can see everything, and just give them as many tips as you can around all the technology beforehand so it's not too stressful for them. In my drop-in mat classes, I've had up to 45 people, so it can be a lot. So for that, I do demonstrate. I'll I'll demonstrate and I'll also watch. And I typically, with a big group, I cue based on what I see generally in the group. I don't point out people and say, hey, well, not in a big class like that. But I demonstrate, and then I'll demonstrate 1 or 2 repetitions, then I'll watch to see what would be useful for the group to serve them doing it better. And for my small groups, I just demonstrate, if it's a new exercise, I'll demonstrate 1 rep and then I'll cue every person. Where
can we find you, Tom, to maybe take class with you or see some of your work? How can we get in touch?
So my studio is www.centerofbalance.com, and that's our studio. And if you want to take a class with me, you just need to create an account with us online, and then make sure that you have the Zoom app on your computer, because you can get it for free, but I recommend you register. If you get Zoom and you don't register, it can be a little funky. That's what we found with people, that it doesn't come through as well. And just make sure, if you're using Zoom yourself, keep updating it, because they keep adding new rules every week and they keep changing it based on how many people are using Zoom now. And they'll send you requests for update. You definitely want to do that every time. And that's useful. And then if you ever want to drop in for a group class, they're typically full, but if you want to, just shoot me an email and I'll put you on the list, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tom, for your time, your advice, and I really hope to see you soon live. Hopefully.
Yeah, me too. And I send everybody my love, and hope you guys just take care of each other, take care of yourself, and we will get through this.
Thank you.
My pleasure.